once, let's just say that kids actually matter. I have my own, I'm sure you may have some as well, but what really does matter is the type of education they're going to be getting, especially when you're deciding to move into a new location and, for example, the Pierce County area, because we're gonna make this very general. In this video, you're gonna get the top 5 school districts here in the county to better assist you when you decide to move forward and you're placing your children ahead of yourself because you want them to have the best education. So make sure you go ahead and stay in touch and in tune with this entire video, and don't be shy. Leave a comment below if you have some ideal questions that would better suit you moving forward. My name is George Rodriguez with eXp Realty, and allow me a few moments today to be your realtor. So I'll be gathering all of my data and statistics from niche.com. I really love this website because it does provide a lot of information to assist you with reviews and actual grade points of school districts, schools, colleges. So if you have any information that you need to put in to actually get close to where you are actually living, if you're not coming here to Pierce County, I will have this website down in the description as well as the comment section below. So let's get to it. Overall, this school district is going to be rated at a B+. Now, academics is sitting at an A-, which is going to be one of the higher grades in this portion. The diversity and the administration is actually the lowest at sitting at a B-, so it does raise some concerns. Of course, if you want a diverse location, you're going to want to come closer into Tacoma, but with the administration sitting at a B-, it does raise some questions in terms of what has happened to create that as a B- rating. Let's get the full report card, because there's always some more information, and bam, A+ for sports. As you can tell, the sports over here is going to be a highly sought after area if that's what you're going to be tailored for your children. B- for food and resources and facilities sitting at a B. Let's go ahead and scroll down. They do have the contact information all located right here if you do need to find yourself contacting the school. As we go down further, we can see that the district rankings according to the whole state of Washington for the athlete section sitting at a, of course it was at an A+, it's going to be ranking number 8 out of 251. Best school districts in Washington, 46 out of 251. And for the best teachers, they're going to be sitting at 93 out of 254. So if education is your background for employment, this could be a good location for you if you're looking to actually work in this area. Now, the Peninsula School District, of course, Gig Harbor mainly sits, of course, right here. And that's going to be where you're going to be located if you're going to be within Pierce County. So we'll just go ahead and scroll down further right here. And this shows the elementary schools that they do have in the area with Discovery, Voyager, Artendale, Purdy, and Harbor Heights, and middle school and high school as well. Of course, Henderson Base and a C+. That's going to be a little something right there. Now, for the academics portion, it's going to be sitting at a 72% for reading, a proficiency in math sitting at 61% with the graduation rate at 88%. Now, in terms of the average SAT score, you do see it's at 1200 with ACT sitting at 27. Now, right here for the students' diversity, it says based on racial and economic diversity, and survey responds on school culture and diversity from students and parents. Free or reduced lunch sitting at 25.5%. Of course, that is going to be predominant to your location in terms of education, in terms of food assistance for the students located within there. Now, the student to teacher ratio, very important in terms of classroom sizing, because nowadays it seems like kids have more issues with attention. And if you have a lot more children within your classrooms, there's less attention for your children. Now, sitting at 18:1, the national rating is at 17:1, so it's not too far off from what nationally is in terms of classroom sizing. The average teacher salary is going to be sitting at $88,172. Let's take a look at some of the reviews that were actually given to the Peninsula School District because someone took the time to actually type up how they felt about it. So let's go ahead and read more reviews and see what's being said. In terms of excellent, it says 5 stars are here. I love how everyone treats each other with kindness and like we are a big family. The staff are always willing to help with anything and they are so patient. I love the environment here. And that was 8 months ago, so that's actually pretty relevant in terms of recency. Coming in at number 4 is going to be the Sumner-Bonney School District. Now let's tune into it. Overall, niche grades going to be sitting at a B+, with academics sitting at a B+, diversity at a B, college prep B, admin B-, with the teachers sitting at an A-. So I do love seeing some good teachers that are actually going to be located in this area. Going down, sports is sitting at an A, food is a B, as well as resources and facilities sitting at a B as well. Let's go down. It says right here, Sumner-Bonney School District is an above average public school district located in Sumner, Washington. It has 10,217 students in grades PK to K-12 with a student ratio of 21:1. According to state test scores, 64% of students are at least proficient in math and 73% in reading. Here's some contact information for you if you'd like to get in touch with the Sumner School District. Now, for the Sumner-Bonney Lake School District rankings in the state of Washington, it is sitting at, for athletes, at 15 out of 251. Best school districts in Washington sitting at 45 out of 251. Now, for teachers, this is sitting at 57 of 254. Again, if this is an education background for you in terms of employment, this could be a good location. Now, here is going to be the map of the Sumner-Bonney Lake School District area. You're going to have some good little spot here to go into pick some real estate. Hey, if you're looking at some properties for real estate, you know what to do. Contact information is down below. Don't be shy. Anyways, let's tune back in. Let's go back. Okay, here is going to be your elementary schools. Hey, overall, the elementary schools for their top highlights are actually sitting there pretty good. I mean, you got an A right here, but the reviews at a 2-star. Something may be wrong there. Anyway, so you have A minus, A minus, A minus, A, B plus. Middle schools all looking good overall. High schools sitting at a B, B plus, not too bad. Now for academics, let's go ahead and pay attention to academics. They are sitting at a 73% reading rating. Proficiency in math is sitting at 64. The average graduation rate is actually pretty good, sitting at a 93%. The average SAT is sitting at 1160, ACT at 25. Now for popular colleges in the area, most of these are going to be located within Tacoma, well, University of Washington, Seattle. We're going to scratch that. Now in terms of students for diversity, this is based on racial and economic diversity. Students overall in the location are going to be sitting at 10,217 with 32% on free or reduced lunch. Let's read more about students. Overall right here, the female to male ratio, 49 to 51, non-binary at a sub 1%. Now for our diversity, of course, you have white, Hispanic, multiracial, Asian, African American leading the way, and you do have your subsection of the rest of the diversity down here below. Let's go back. Now, for your student to teacher ratio, you're sitting at a 21 to 1. The average teacher salary is actually increased from the previous, sitting at number 5, is going to be at $91,221 for your salary as a teacher. Now, teachers in first or second year, you're sitting at 7.4%. So the predominant number of teachers here in this school district are going to be above those in terms of experience, because they're going to be, 3 or more years. Now, in terms of finances overall, let's skip that. Overall niche grade right here, median household income sitting at $77,601. The median rent is actually $1,627. Don't you love this information that this website gives? It's amazing. Let's go further down. Okay, one of my favorite parts. It's going to be the reviews. I love me some good reviews because it's good, honest, and factual information. Of course, you can take it. Some people got hurt in terms of how they feel. Some feel good. Anyways, let's go to excellent. Right here, let's go to the top one. It's 8 months ago, rather recent. Bonney Lake has been a pleasure to have my children attend. The new principal is creating an inclusive and positive environment. Okay, that's very general. Let's see what this one says. It's too much. Let's go to average. Our average, 4 months ago. Overall, a great school in a great area with lots of different academic classes. They have many AP classes to take, and teachers try to have all their students pass. Sports are good. They have late start on Mondays. A fairly big school, but school starts earlier than a lot of other schools. 4 months ago, very relevant. Now, let's look at a terrible review. Let's see who feels very terrible about this. Of course, this is going to be April 9th of 2018, so let's just assume things have gotten better for this school district. Says, I would never think about letting my child go there. Spelled there wrong. They are running a police state. It is always about being fair. I can't read. I start over. I would never think about letting my child go there. Let's correct it. Let's look at this 1-star review. It says, I would never think about letting my child go there. This bugs me right here. They are running a police state. It is always about being fair and happy rainbows, but life isn't about that. I hear how about every student is. Why don't even have fucking shit? Let's start over. Let's look at this 1-star review from April 9 of 2018. It says, I would never think about letting my child go there. God damn it. Let's look at this 1-star review here. It says, I would never think about letting my child go there. I hate when people do that. They are running a police state. It is always about being fair and happy rainbows, but life isn't about that. I hear how bored every student is. We don't even have proper science equipment. Kinder through 5th has Playworks, which is the dumbest thing ever. It is structured recess. Who would want that? Like every other school district, there are good teachers, there are bad ones. Everybody always finds hair in their lunch. Never go there for your own sake. I think this person just might have just had missed a meal in terms of, being hangry. I do believe there is some pros and cons of it everywhere. I mean, life isn't always supposed to be tough. Sometimes you need some rainbows. Sometimes you need some good vibes in your life. But, that's why I always like showing the good and bad reviews, because you get some unbiased accountability, and hopefully this person is having a better day. Okay. So now we have the Fife School District sitting at number 3. Overall, niche grade is going to be sitting at a B+, with the academics actually being the lowest grade, being rated at a B-, which is very unfortunate for the Fife School District, because if this was a higher grade, they'd possibly be a lot higher on this list. So for the rest, we do have a A+ or A- predominantly in the rest of the grading points that you do have here. For a short description of the Fife School District, it's going to be an above average public school district located within Tacoma, Washington. It has 3,792 students in grades PK through K-12, with a student-teacher ratio of 19-1. According to test scores, 44% of students are at least proficient in math and 57% in reading. I have this little fidget toy my little girl gave me. Oh, I love it. Oh, man. She's a good little daughter. Anyways, this keeps me calm. So here you have the contact information for the Fife School District, and we are ranked number 8 out of 254 for the most diverse school districts in Washington. Now, in terms of diversity, when you're in Tacoma, you are in the melting pot, my friend. You're going to have, plenty of differentiation from each person, and it's a beautiful thing. The best school districts for athletes are sitting at 11 out of 251. The best school districts in Washington, this one's going to be ranked at 39 out of 251. So good job to Fife School District being ranked pretty highly here in the Pierce County and Washington overall. So let's take a look at this area. So this is going to be the Fife School District boundary. So if you are within here, you're looking for real estate here in the area, you know what to do. But in this area is going to be the location for your schools. So here we have the variation of elementary schools, middle schools, and high school in the area. Proficiency sitting at 57 for reading, 44% for math, and the average graduation rate is sitting at 93%. SAT 1160, ACT at 25. Now let's go further down. For diversity, we're sitting at A+. Let's get some more information according to that. Now for diversity, you're sitting at the same ratio as before. You have 49% for female, male 51, non-binary sitting at less than 1%. Here is your racial diversity demographic. You have white at 37.7. Hispanic is going to be your next largest, with multiracial, Asian, Pacific Islander, and African American. So you do have a nice blend of everyone around you here in this area. Jesus. All right, let's keep going. For teachers, you're sitting at 19-1. National average is 17-1. Average teacher salary, $88,274. And the teachers in first and second year are sitting at 6.6%. So you do have a nice blend of experience as well. So finances per student. And let's go down. Don't need that. Let's go to the reviews. Review time. For the reviews, let's get into it. Now, let's start with excellence. Let's start with some positivity here in the area. Now, this is 2 months ago. This is a senior that must have just graduated. It says, I've attended school in Fife School District since middle school. It is a very close-knit community. With the smaller school size, it helped foster and grow students to be confident and ready to move on to the next level of their education after high school. So this individual must have had a great experience, because they had a 5-star just 2 months ago. And congratulations on graduating, and good luck in the future. Now let's go to a average ranking. Now this is actually really not recent at all. This is June 6th of 2018. It says it appeared to be a nice culture, but once I was involved and got to experience it firsthand, I was disappointed in management and the sports. The academics and teachers were pretty good, but some improvements, I'll just affix them for them, could have been made. So hopefully within that time, it seems as things have gotten better, things that I think they've done really well for themselves. Now, they have no terrible reviews, but they have a poor review. So this is 2 stars, and this was of 2018. It says, I spent K-12 at Fife. I graduated in the top of my class, congratulations, and went on to the University of Washington, Seattle. That being said, I was jumped and robbed multiple times during my time here. When I graduated, ill prepared for college. If you value diversity over academics, then Fife is the school for you. What? Look, I hope you did well. I mean, I feel like that is probably the worst review I read as of yet, and you gave it a 2-star. So, let's keep our eyes open, fellas and ladies and gents. Coming in at number 2, the Steilacoom Historical School District. I feel like we have historical in there. Just makes it seem more prominent. But this one's coming in at an A-. So here we have our first A grade of the Pierce County School District system. Now, academics is sitting at a A- with diversity at A. Teachers B+, college prep A-. C+ for administration. Oh my. So sports, food, and resources sitting at a B subsequently. So I'm curious in terms of how this grading actually happened, because if we both have some good recollection and memory, I feel like the last one should have did better. Anyways, Steilacoom High School District is Steilacoom Historical School District is highly rated. Public school district located in Steilacoom, Washington. It has 3,177 students in grades PK through K-12 with a student ratio of 19:1. According to state test scores, 57% of students are at least proficient at math and 71% in reading. Here's the contact information right here for you. Now, in terms of best school districts in Washington, you're sitting at 18 of 251, most diverse at 41 of 254, and the best district for teaching, 63 of 254. Here is going to be the Steilacoom School District. So if you're going to be located within this area, this is going to be where you're going to be if you want to be located within this school district system. Go down. Here is the schools located within. You have all of these for elementary, middle, and high school. And here is the graduation rate sitting at 91%, average SAT at 1,200, and the ACT sitting at 25. Here is your proficiency in reading and math. As we go down further to students for diversity, if you want to break that down a little bit further, students at 3177, free or reduced lunch at 22.3. Here is a diversity for that, as you can see, as your multiracial is going to be sitting at the 3rd ranking, with white and Hispanic, of course, leading the way in terms of what you're going to have in terms of diversity within that area. I'll scroll my way down. Here it is. Overall niche grade, cost of living C. Of course, when you get closer to the water, as you are going to be living within the school district, the more it's going to cost in terms of property. So, of course, the cost of living is going to be a little bit lower. Good for families, yes. Steilacoom is actually a really good area for families. You're going to be close to the military base of Joint Base Lewis McChord, and it is a very tight-knit community in that area. The median household income is sitting at $95,316. National is almost $30,000 above the national average. Median rent sitting at $1,255, with median home value sitting at $442,500. That's going to be a little bit higher. That's a little low. Look at some reviews here. We're going to look at some excellent reviews. First, because we got to start off with some positivity. This is the most recent one at February 21st of 2022. I have been in the school district since kindergarten, as well as my father and uncles. There are 2 elementary schools, a middle and high school. The children of Steilacoom and DuPont end up attending this school district. I feel that it is a much better environment than many of the other districts in our area. We are given opportunities to different sports, clubs, activities, and opportunities offered in the community. It is a fairly safe, as it is a nice area, and primarily middle-class families are in this district. I would recommend any family to send their children to the school, as it is safe, offers good education, and promotes diversity throughout. Number 1 school district in this area is going to be the University Place School District. So this is coming in at overall A grade. So this is actually going to be the highest thing you're going to see today. This is the reason why it's number 1. Overall niche grade, overall you're going to see a lot of A's. So if you love a good report card, here you go. Academics, diversity, teachers, college prep, clubs and activities, administration, sports, food, resources, A's across the board, B's. Hey, look, this is going to be the one where you're going to want to keep your eyes glued to. University Place School District is a highly rated public school district located in University Place, Washington. It has 5,613 students in grades PK through K-12 with a student ratio of 18:1. According to state test scores, 70% of students are at least proficient in math and 77% in reading. Here is the contact information for the University Place School District. Now, number 7 out of 251. You're now located within the top 7 school districts in the entire state of Washington. Best place to teach, 18 out of 251. So pay attention for my teachers that are working within this. And of course, thank you for teaching our future leaders of America. Districts with the best teachers in Washington, 20 out of 254. Map. So here is the map for the University Place School District. As you can see, it's flooded with A's. Okay, so if you love a good report card, here you go. Now, as I do like to say, the closer you do get to the water, the more expensive your property and real estate is going to be. When you are getting into this section of Tacoma right here, as this is going to be a suburb of Tacoma, this is going to be where a lot of the property values are going to increase going through this way. So the closer you get to the water, the more expensive it's going to be. Now, in terms of your elementary, middle, and high schools, here you are going to have, there you go. Nice. Now, proficiency in reading, 77%, math, 70%. So these two percentiles are going to be really ranked very extremely well. Now, average graduation rate, 96%. This is the highest graduation rate that we have seen as of yet. The average SAT score is sitting at 1240. ACT at 29. This is going to be the highest grade points that we have seen across the board in terms of the education spectrum of the school district we have reviewed today. As we go down further, diversity is sitting at an A overall. Students 5, 6, 13. Free or reduced lunch is sitting at 38.2%. I want you to pay attention to that. Almost 40% of students that are going within the school district have free or reduced lunch. Free or reduced lunch. Now, overall, the female to male sitting at 48 to 52, non-binary sitting at under 1%. Here is your racial demographic when it comes to white, Hispanic, multiracial, and African American and Asian located within this subsection of Pierce County. Now let's go down further because they took me up higher. Teachers, 18 to 1 ratio. The national average is sitting at 17.1. So it is nice to see that the classroom sizes are going to be close to the national average. So your child or your young adult is going to be getting the one-on-one spectrum of pay attention to me as we are learning together. Now, average teacher salary is sitting at 88,341. Teachers in first or second year, 3.2%. That is very impressive, as it does show that teachers that work within the school district are staying in the school district to continue to teach because they are happy with their employment. Now, let's go down. Overall niche grade, cost of living C-, housing C+, good for families A-. Yes, this is extremely wrong. You can get a property in University Place starting at like $480 for a home. It can be an older home, but really the median in University Place, you're sitting at mid to high fives, mostly 600,000 for this area. So median household income, that is needs to be updated as well, but let's ignore that. So for the reviews, let's get into them. Overall, you're sitting at a 32 reviews for 4.5 stars. This is the most recent for 9 months ago. Honestly, though high school has its ups and downs, the University School District has done an amazing job supporting every student. When it comes to preparation for after school, they provide students with all sorts of plans, not just college when in school. They have a huge selection of classes at the high school to help you narrow down your interests. Most of the staff truly want you to succeed, and it shows. Athletics are surprisingly good for a well-off academic school. Our aquatic teams, they have a water team? Anyway, our aquatic teams be relied on to win states most years, and other teams too. There are community events and just a great culture, all centered around the school district. Overall, it's an amazing school district that most others just